Greetings, everyone of the Kung Flu land. Before we begin our show today, I did dig back deep. Do I hear $50? $50? $50? $50? Do I hear 50? $50? $50? Anybody want this for $50? $50? If that's too much for you, we have this little half a bottle, only half in there. We'll go down this one. We'll start the bidding here at $20. $20. Anybody want $20? Some nice Germ-X 99% hand sanitizer. 1 ounce. $20. Going once? Anybody? Start the bidding at $20. $20. Any more? Oh, Lordy. It's becoming interesting. I have a client who is on top of doing her shop, is also a nurse and called me from Los Angeles, worried that she cannot find hand sanitizer anywhere. I think Pizza is in the same environment up there. And I am predicting in about 2 to 3 weeks, we are going to have our own Kung Flu outbreak here. Because it is spring break this week, and everyone's going to be going all over the place and then coming back. Oh, it's going to be glorious. I think I might become a recluse in the next 2 weeks, so I'm going to enjoy my time out while I can. And then it's just going to go downhill, and I might actually, I don't know, guys. I'm thinking about being an end prepper. Should I become an end prepper? Let me know what I should stock up on end preppers. Pizza will take it for $100. Do I hear a $125? $125 full bottle, unopened, full bottle of hand sanitizer. It is Kroger brand hand sanitizer. A full, whopping, amazing 2 ounces. Do I hear a $125? $125? Oh, Lord. Yeah, our whole world's blowing up. It's going insane. But anyway, today we're going to be looking at Archlabs versus Manjaro Architect. So, how's everybody doing today? We are very glad to see that Pizza did survive school. That's good. Between the these stinky explodies last week, and then a bang threat, and then the Kung Flu breaking out. Pizza's time is numbered. All right, guys. So anyway, good to know you made it, man. Good to know you made it. Juan says, I love Penguin. Philip Flores, since hello matters, it's overrated. Hello, Penguiners. Greetings. Hello, Moonbase Alpha Grays. How's the Moonbase up there? We are thinking of launching out this weekend before it comes up here. Corona Kid is here. Hello, Mr. Beerchild. All right. Let's see. Cancel a bunch of school events. Probably going to be fully closed soon. There's a rumor that someone's dad got it. Oh, joy. How exciting. Well, they're already messed up anyway. Okay. I've seen humanity do worse, such as having a Linux robot in Interspaces reviewers. Won't even explain it in this channel. It's not safe for work show, classified as an anime. All right. Oh, boy. I have more hate for that anime after hearing about it. Wow. Baby Wogue does have a dark side. Uh-oh. Referenced it once to their videos ending. It was Baby Wogue, yeah. Scumbag cat. Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed the cat. Pizza will take for 100. Never mind the hand sanitizer. Why is everybody buying so much toilet paper? This is a question to me that I have. I don't get it. I mean, I think I have, a couple months supply at least. Yeah, apparently other stuff too. Pizza, the supermarket's still empty up there. Wash your hands and don't touch your face. You're not sure where your hands have been. Yeah, 200, 225, 300. And all you moderators on YouTube, disavow. I'm not auctioning it off. Don't price gouge me. It's going to stay with me. I'm probably going to put it right on back in my container, and it will probably still be there when I die because I have no idea how old this hand sanitizer is. I can tell you it's from Kroger, and that was the time I lived out west, so... Am I reading that right? I think that expiration date is 2011, if that gives you the age of this hand sanitizer. So, and this one over here is probably about 10 years older than that, is my guess. Is there an expiration date on this guy? I'm not seeing an expiration date on this guy. It was printed before there were such things as expiration dates, apparently. Oh boy. Oh boy. If coronavirus was cured by the corona beer. Yeah. Best 2 scenes so far, I'm telling you. Archlabs. Did I screw up the title? Okay, I don't think I did. Anyway, y'all are causing me to doubt myself. I'm doubting myself now. All right, hello, Rick. Greetings there. Stocked up on Copro. Oh, Corona. All right. Better than Manjaro. All right. Only the local small-owned stores aren't empty. Maybe they have less stores to distribute stock to. Okay, maybe that's the case. Store this hand sanitizer safely into the garbage can. That's right. I mean, I could. Oh! No, let's not do that. I mean, it might have a purpose sometime. It might disinfect this cut on my finger, but I mean, ooh, that's a pretty one. Look at that. Ooh, glorious. All right. No sanitizer here. Not that kind of bugs up there. Yeah, if we get something contaminated there, we just dip it into space for about 5 seconds. It's all good. Cosmic sanitizer will need more. Hello, Ron. Greetings. It's a good time to post a good coronavirus pun I found out on Twitter. Go for it right now. If we still have monetization, don't worry. This stuff will be cut out for the final edit of the video. So, you know, should I check the monetization status? Can I check the monetization status? How can I check the monetization status? Since they keep on changing things on YouTube, I'm not even completely sure how to get there anymore. Let's go ahead, go there. Live streaming. Events. We are still monetized. So I'm totally shocked by that. All right. 34% of Americans won't drink Corona beer because they think it causes coronavirus. Everyone else won't drink it because it tastes like toilet water. Oh, that's glorious. That's a good one. All right. If there is a maximum allowed expiration date, longer than that, and you don't know how long it really lasts. Yep. If you pop bubble wrap, you'll get exposed to Chinese air. Oh boy, don't pop bubble wrap, everybody. Bought a new car, now I'm at risk of coronavirus. Oh, that's so bad. Read Lysol spray. It kills COVID-19. Nice. Is that the new or the brand new bottle or the old one? I think everyone's already infected by this outbreak. I even got a high fever yesterday all of a sudden, trying to recover now. I found out that one of my close friends had the same thing happen to him. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's what this one does. Why is it getting so much hyped up? I don't know. One word, propaganda. Probably. All right, should we actually get into topic today? Or should we just keep on going on and on about the Kung Flu? Linux said assumption, but what? I made hot chocolate before the stream. It's too good. I don't want to put it down. All right, but the show must go on, right? The show must go on. We have a quorum. Let's go ahead and get chatting. I am over here on this. John will take the hand sanitizer under 10. I got pizzas already offering me 100 for it. Well, I don't know. No. I have to go to the stores tomorrow, so I'm gonna poke around and see if I can. I want to see if I can find a picture of Walmart with no hand sanitizer. Although I did hear a story about somebody. This was actually 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was actually longer ago. When this was first happening, guy goes into Lowe's to get some face masks, literally for like what they're supposed to be for like sanding a wall or something like that. He goes in and there's this Chinese guy in there, and they both go for the same time. He goes, "Take as many as you want. I'm taking the rest." He's like, "Yeah, I'm shipping." He says, I've been going all over town and buying up all the face masks." He's just buying up all the face masks and shipping them back to China. That's what he's doing. So interesting. Switch the convo to Linux. All right, we'll go ahead and switch the convo back to Linux. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, today we are going to have a look at Archlabs versus Manjaro Architect. So last week we looked at Archlabs versus Linux D, and we kind of said that, hey, if you want something that's quick and easy to set up, Archlabs is probably, as long as you can get past the command line installer, is probably going to be a little bit better. Because Linux is so stinking confusing with their website. But Linux did actually get us a little bit better of a build because we did not have to manually add anything for populating the repos, at least the software store, which I did not get the opportunity to go through and figure out how to fix that. So that's going to be an issue that we're going to encounter today on Archlabs. But we're going to pin this one next to another Arch installer, and this is Manjaro Architect, which isn't a true Arch, but more of a Manjaro customizer. And so we're going to go ahead and look at these. So the websites, of course, Archlabs. This is just basically it's just an Arch installer, allows you to pick from a variety of desktop environments, easy setup, a variety of different software. They have just all the basic things that you need. You boot into the terminal. It's all a terminal-based installer. That's the downside of it. So if you're a little bit more uncomfortable in a terminal-based installer, then Archlabs is going to be a little bit more difficult. On Manjaro, just head on over to the Get Manjaro page, and Architect is going to be the last one on the official builds list. So this one here is basically going to allow you to customize your Manjaro build as you go. So with this, we are going to go ahead and jump on over to our virtual machine. And we'll go ahead and start in with Archlabs this time. So let me find my Archlabs, drop it in there, and we'll go ahead and get the machine started and see how this works. All right, so here we are on, we can boot the existing OS, we can boot to Archlabs, things like this. So we're going to go ahead and boot up the Archlabs and see what we get here. Okay, so here we've landed on the installer, and you can see here we just have some basic instructions. To the standard installer is Archlabs installer. We can run a live session if we want to. I'm wondering if that live session actually has an actual installer there. That would be a neat thing to try out. Let's go ahead and do that since we did run Archlabs on our next one. So let's go with Archlabs installer, and we're going to go do we actually have to hit a session there or not? Let's go ahead and do this. So I guess we're just going to run through the installation, I guess. Maybe I had to hit something else after the session. Anyway, so we're going to go US English. We are going to go, let's see, we can show the device tree. That's, nothing else there. Next step, we are going to partition this guy here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole device automatic partitioning. Yes, we're going to kill the partitions. It's getting everything set up. So I've never had any issues with that there. Say OK. We're going to skip encryption. So if you wanted to do a encryption, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to skip that part there. I don't think we need to do any of our logical volume management. Now this is the part you do need to mount a partition here. And so we're going to have to boot this guy up, and it basically partitioned it as a boot. Select whether you want to use a swap file or not. So let's go ahead and do a swap file there. Setting the size, just using the default is going to be good enough. Mounting is finished. We're going to select a bootloader. So you can go with syslinux or grub. Username and password. Let's go ahead and go with Archlabs. Password, do my super secret, definitely not 123. And then we're going to go ahead and keep that as empty. Skip down, push OK. Here's our, let's see, system configuration. I'm going to use bash once again. Host name, Archlabs is just fine. And now we want to go to our local. So we're going to go with a English. So ENUS, it tells us up at the top, British English and United States English. I guess the installer is Englist because that's really only giving us those options. America, let's go find New York for our time, and now we want to choose which one we want to use. I have had problems installing this with the standard rolling Linux kernel, so we are going to do the LTS. Select Window Manager. Oh, I was going to ask you guys which we should actually do today, but since my comment feed is buried, we're not going to do... I think we did GNOME last time, right? We could do XFCE. We could do Cinnamon. Let's do Cinnamon. You might be able to, yeah, you can select multiple desktop environments. So if you did want to select more than one, you can actually go ahead and select as many as you want. We're just going to go ahead and do just Cinnamon for now. So select which kind of login manager to use. You have GDM, SDDM, LightDM. Let's go with LightDM. Any additional packages. This is where you can choose any of your primary major packages that you want. Once again, I don't want to install anything else here because I want to have the installation occur as quickly as possible. And push OK, run a command on the installed system. I do not want to run any command on the installed system. View configuration. Let's go ahead and view what we have. So root partitions, boot devices, swaps, no Lux, no logical volume management. We can see we're set up as US English, Archlabs, and we have everything looks good. So confirm choices and start the installer. So now it's actually going to come through here and it's going to be running our installation. You guys like this larger amplified screen size? I did this to record the Pi-hole tutorials yesterday, so got a little bit bigger of a screen there. So we're going to go ahead and come on back when this guy is done doing its thing, and we'll see how long that took. All right, let's see. Ooh, Peter wants hot chocolate too. Yep, 1,000, take it or leave it. 1,000, you might be tempting me at this point. Yeah. I'm going to disagree with you that Trump is a waste of air. I'm sorry, but he has accomplished a lot. I don't agree with all of his things and stuff, but at the same time, I'm sorry, he's accomplished a lot. Let's see. Good luck with that hand sanitizer. It doesn't stop people from catching the cold or the flu, does it? It could kill some stuff you get on your hands, but not much more than that. All those objects which you touch, what thousands of other people have touched. Yep. Okay, if at this rate we don't move on, it'll become Face Labs versus Face Mask Architect. Hand sanitizer versus face mask architect. How's that? Hearing unsubstantiated claims that people are using toilet paper for makeshift face masks. Kitty, come here. I'll be right back, people. I'm going to let you guys look at a cute cat for a second. I'll be right back. Can't confirm. It works. I'm completely non-effective. But anyway, let's go. Does Tom change his voice so much when he does his segments? For fun. Why not? The cat's like, dude, let me out of here. This is crazy. Ghost uses usage for makeshift face masks. How Heard they're starting manufacturing now after getting checks for it. Should be a cure by April. Pretty good timing since Manjaro 19 recently came out. Everywhere school was making jokes about coronavirus, and it came to my city. There are not even any jokes about it. Oh boy. Have you tried the Endeavor OS Net installer? It's pretty good as well. I have not. No. All right. We'll have to look into it, though. All right, let's see. Those masks Chinese people wear all the time, they don't even help either. Not even a little bit. Viruses are much smaller than the holes in that fabric. Yep. He went and did the obvious thing. That's right. Yep. Hey, you know, I like my cinnamon. Don't want to get it, but basically it's slightly more than nasty flu. Regular flu also kills people every year. No, it's far more effective to stay at least 1 meter away from someone who is unveiled until you wash your hands. Install cinnamon. Let's see. I don't feel insulted when people do that with me when they have the flu. No shaking hands at all. Yep. Archlabs versus Face Mask Architect. There's the improved name for the stream. He's like, no, look for something else. Yep. Fluffy marshmallow. I know. I had to. Need a tinfoil hat to go along with the mask. I do got one. Public Health Department is recommending people avoid shaking hands. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole video like this because, you know, I'd like this video to be more timeless than the coronavirus, which probably won't last long. Moves his camera and says, feed the beast. You'll see the cat expects the food. Thinks, do you personally think Linux distro really matters? No, not usually. Well, our installation is done, so I'm going to get rid of this crazy face mask for now. Cat's like, dude, you're crazy. We all knew this. We all knew this indeed. Okay, so I've got to hit the record button, right? Okay, so the installation is done. We can go ahead and double check any of our settings over here. I'm just going to go ahead and exit the installer and reboot. And so let me go ahead and recapture my cursor over here. Get this guy rebooted, and I think the ISO should still be in here, but we do have the ability to boot the existing OS. Boot on into Archlabs, and from here, we should have a system. I'm not sure, though, if it's going to jump in at like twice the size, though, so we'll see what happens. All right, so here we are on a login screen. Let's go ahead and click in and see what happens here. All right, so we got launched into this guy here. Let's just double check if we can do full size. All right, so we do have a full-size system set up here. The applications that we have, let's see, we have basic software accessories. We have Nemo, Vim, software token. We don't even have a web browser, yo. Got HTOP. Pretty much nothing. Yeah, that's actually pretty much we have nothing here. Let's see. There is... Okay, so we can add a new seed with that. So there's no package managers here. Well, I mean, sorry, we can go into our terminal and use Pacman if we wanted to. There's no other installers here, so everything's good. Everything's all set up. This got us a very nice build, and you can see it actually brought really no information with us. Let's see. Oh, I was like, oh, it does have a web browser. No, it doesn't. Not at all. All right, so there is Archlabs. Once again, nice and easy to work with. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and boot up with our next one, Manjaro Architect. All right, so here we are on Manjaro Architect, and here we can just pick our time zones, keyboards, layouts, our driver source, which, so we have free, we also have non-free, so we're just going to stay on free, and then let's go ahead and boot Manjaro Architect. Okay, so when we land here, Manjaro Architect starts up. We get very much like Archlabs. We have to type setup to get started. It does tell us the username and the password are both Manjaro, so let's go ahead and type in setup. And we, of course, have to enter Manjaro as the password. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to log in first. It was waiting for a command prompt. There we go. Now we type in setup. We have to type in setup. I can't type today. All right, there we are. So now it's setting up the packages here, and we have a very similar installer to what we had on our Archlabs. So since it's a very similar installer, I'm going to go ahead and resume the screen. All right, there we are. So we're going to start with our English. And then over here, the installer will download the latest packages from the Manjaro repository. So we're going to go ahead and get ready. So preparing the installation, we have a desktop, we have a CLI system, custom systems, anything else. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we have a set virtual console. So US, that's correct. List any devices, looks good. Partitioning the disk. So we're going to, let's automatic partitioning. That should be good enough for us here. We're not going to set up any RAID. We're not going to set up any logical volume management. We're not going to set up any encryption or ZFS. But it is nice we do have the ZFS option here if that is something that you want to be. So we're going to go ahead and let's see, select root partition. So this is where Manjaro will be. So the first one is boot. The second one should be root. Hopefully that is what we want to be. So, mount failed. No, we're going to have to figure this guy out now. Select the swap partition. So we can do none or we can do a swap file. Let's go ahead and pick a swap file. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I don't think this is going to work, but let's go ahead and give it a try anyway. So automatically it appears as though our Archlabs is going to be a little bit easier for a new user. So let's see, edit Pacman configuration, rank mirrors by speed. Let's go back. Partitions must be mounted first. All right, we're back to that. All right, let's go ahead and partition this guy. Automatic partitioning. Yes. Yes. So the root partition, where it will be installed, we should be here. All right, let's go with ext4. Space to select deselect, so please do not select multiple versions of the same. I think we're going to go with our defaults. There we are. Now we are successfully mounted. All right. Hey, look at this. Now we are all good. All right, let's go ahead and finish. That's already good. That's already good. Now let's select the system, install the Manjaro desktop. All right, so let's see this guy here. We're going to pick which one we want. Let's do... Which one did the other one get? Was that 4.9 on Archlabs? I think it was 4.9. So let's go ahead and pick 4.9. We're going to go with cinnamon to keep them consistent. I'd like to add any additional packages. Let's see what this looks like here. All right, so here you can go in and you can select the various packages that you want. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. This edition is offered in two versions, the full or the minimal. We're going to go with the minimal. And it looks as though it is now moving. So let's go ahead and let it do its thing. So we'll be back when this guy is done with its installation. All right. Now I'm back to interacting with you guys. I might mask back up here because I might get corona from some of you guys, you know. Woo. That's annoying, actually. How do people walk around with those all the time? All right, let's see. Off topic, and ask what can you say about the Chrome OS? I would avoid it because it's Google. See what Farron said. Tom moves past the camera, says feed the beast. Feed that beast. All right, could you spare a square? Oh boy, I don't know, but I might be able to spare some Purell. Oh boy, oh boy. Half the time you talk in your mic, it's below. It's below, but if you're not talking at all right. Distro matters. Let's see. Good. Hello, Anna Rita. Greetings. Anna Rita's here. We do have to mask up again. We're gonna mask up again for Anna Rita. All right, Anna Rita, we're masked up. Who needs a web browser? Whoa, don't spill my hot chocolate. It's a problem. I can't see with this thing on. Let's see. I just got home from the hospital. It started to snow again. No! Snowed once this winter. It fell into the night and the morning. Hasn't happened since my mother lived. Yeah, global warming, yeah. Archlabs seems to be a version of Arch I can really learn on. Yep. Mount failed, stupid horse. Hey, Mavis Games. How's it going there? Mavis Games. Mavis Games. You need some hand sanitizer. Eat your heart out. It's sold out like everywhere. You missed it, man. I was auctioning it off. Someone here offered me $200 for it. All right, let's see. OCD goes bananas. Have routine with my clothes in the winter. All right. Had an event called the Spickens Deutsch. I don't know. Which is a good indicator of how much warmer it has gotten. It used to happen every decade, once or twice. Now it won't happen since the 90s. 200-kilometer long race on ice outdoors. Poke at me all you want. Sleepy Eyes Vince can accept my own ignorance in most situations. All right. Can I borrow some hand sanitizer? $200. $200. Going once, going twice. Tell CJ to accept my request. No, he's like, dude, no. He's just turned you down. Sorry I mentioned TV in the first place. Oh, boy. Keep your hand sanitizer. Yeah. Every now and again. So Mavis Games is my brother. You can watch him at twitch.tv/Mavis Games. Every now and again, he will indeed. Yes, scratch the nuts on camera for you. We're completely different. If you really want to see an entire end to that entire nature versus nurture idea, in fact, the entire idea of genetics, like everything, just watch two of our shows back to back. If it's an extremely rare moment, you might actually get us on at the same show at the same time. We might have to do that, Mavis. We might have to do a teleconference in sometime and just kick the can around. That'd be kind of fun. Let me know. It might not be a family-friendly show, but, No Purell in my whole town in the state of Washington. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, I'm going to be going to the store tomorrow. I'm going to see if there is some. I'm actually probably going to pick some up and send it out to my client out in Los Angeles because she needs hand sanitizer and she can't find it. In Los Angeles. Nowhere in Los Angeles can she find hand sanitizer. She's looking online. Amazon, legit, $80. Really? Wish granting website's coming? No. He's like, I can't. He says, I can't. Can't do it. Why is this installing GNOME Desktop? I mean, I installed Cinnamon, but I don't think GNOME Desktop is a dependent of Cinnamon anymore, is it? Or, I'm sorry. Yeah. No? I don't know. If you just jumped on, we're waiting for Manjaro Architect to install, so we're going to be talking about the Kung Flu until then. Ooh, I got a good idea. Let's check the monetization status. Let's see if I've been demonetized yet. We are still not demonetized. Sweet! Broadcast will have to come with a warning label for your viewer base. It might. Yeah, if you want to see my brother's weird sense of humor, you can follow over there on Twitch. It'll be interesting. No, we're installing Pulse Audio. Abort, Pulse Audio! I can tell you this, that Manjaro is taking a lot longer to install than is Archlabs. That's for sure. But anyway, how's everybody else doing today? Oh, let me check in on Discord. I haven't checked in on Discord yet. All right, let's see. Oh, nobody's there. John's still offering me $10 for the hand sanitizer, but no, I'm pretty sure I can sell that later. Did second tutorial on YouTube. All right, drop a link in there if you want. Be able to help me fix a problem regarding boot settings. Well, drop it in there and one of us might be able to help. Running Linux Mint, 32-bit, Force PAE. All right, every time I tell my father there is a camera in the grocery store, he goes, well, next time I'll show him where the sun don't shine. Please no. Managed not to swear anything. Well, you weren't the first person to drop a swear word on my channel. I'll tell you that, but that's all right. All right, do an experiment to see which gets videos demonetized, which words we can use. Ooh, well, Kung Flu seems to be okay. I mean, they haven't caught on to that one yet. Let's see. Using a word in the chat, get the video demonetized. Let's find out. I don't know. I think it's more related to what you might say in the video, actually. Discord is more fun with voice chat. That's something we could possibly do sometime. Do a voice chat, Discord voice chat. That'd be neat. I would not mind experimenting with that sometime. We need some mods in there to help out, but we could see what we could do. Boot from a 64-bit ISIS, and I'm trying to boot Tails. It's saying not COM32R image. Okay, so some computers, like especially if it's one of the super low-end Asus computers, it might have a 32-bit bootloader and a 64-bit processor. If it has one of those, I don't know if you're going to get Tails, but you can get something like Debian on it. You sometimes have to rewrite the boot image into a 32-bit boot image to make that work. And so that might be the case. So if you can tell us what model it is, that might be the problem. There actually was, it's either The Verge or Ars Technica. One of those has a video, like a tutorial on how to make your own hand sanitizer. I haven't watched it, but something's there. Someone missed a golden opportunity to use Kung Flu. I'm telling you. Yeah. Anarchy, Linux versus Archlabs. Next Distro Wars? I don't know. I'll look into it. Let me write it down on my mystical, magical list of stuff in my little black book with my poems in. Archlabs versus Anarchy. I haven't looked at Anarchy at all, so I'd have to look at Anarchy first. Grandfather made soap at home and sold it. Yeah, actually, I make my own soap. I'm sure that making my own hand sanitizer would not be too much of a stretch. In fact, dude, my soap is so manly. My soap's the majority component of my soap is bacon grease. Sasquatch soap, eat your heart out. Yeah, that's what I use my bacon grease for. Make soap. Wash your hands and wearing a mask will not do much. Please use Swiss Cows as your search engine. It filters adult content aggressively. Somebody's talking about catching viruses again, so I got to remask up. There we are. Need to go be a dad for a while. All right, well, we'll see you later. I think a compact laptop would work. Yeah, you might just have one of the ones that has a 32-bit bootloader with a 64-bit processor. RGB RAM coming tomorrow. Ooh, nice. 32, but pretty old. Yeah, if it's that old, like it might be. I mean, check the model number, see what it is. Woohoo! It looks like we are on to our next step. That means I gotta go be serious again. Really? I gotta go be serious again, people. Okay, so that part of the installer works. So now we have the options here to install free drivers, install proprietary drivers, select the display driver, or install all free drivers. We're going to go ahead and auto-install free drivers. Depending on what your graphics card is and what you're using your system for, you might want to auto-install proprietary. Proprietary might get slightly better performance, but I think free drivers for me is going to be perfectly fine. So it's installing drivers for virtual machines because that's kind of where we are right now. So let's go ahead and see what it's doing. It's grabbing VirtualBox guest editions and successfully install. Press enter to continue. All right, installing a bootloader. We're going to do, hold on, let me back up. Well, I just went to cancel. Oh, Lord. I wanted to cancel so I could do grub plus and probe the OS. But apparently hitting cancel doesn't actually... that's what I wanted to do. Yes. Okay, well, apparently it's something to do. But see, what I wanted to do is I wanted to... If you saw in the command line there where it says found OS Manjaro, that's what we had to do. We had to probe the OSs to build the base. All right, configure your base. I don't need an fstab. Host file, Manjaro is just fine. System locale. Oh boy, they're not going to be nice. I don't remember if I think I'm UTF-7 maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm 8. We're just going to stick with this. Desktop keyboard layout. US. Local time, set root password. Let's go ahead and set a root password. It's definitely not 123. Add new users. Let's do Manjaro. Bash. Again, definitely not 123. Let's go back. System tweaks, we can enable automatic login, enable hibernation, performance, security, and system D tweaks. Grub is better. All right, review configuration. I don't think we need to view any of our configuration. Let's go back. I think we're done. Hopefully we're done. Would you like to save the installation log? Nah. Let's go ahead and reboot our system and see what happens. Of course, it's not going to allow us to boot. So we're going to have to shut the system down and kick out the disk there. That's what I did not have the option to do. Yes, force unmount it. Empty that thing out. Come on. Okay, well, it's not wanting to cooperate with me, so power off the machine. All right, give this a try again. I'm finding a Manjaro Architect not nearly as good as Archlabs. Come on. Let's go. Boot, boot, boot. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Long boot times have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Long boot times have got to go. There it goes. And it booted. Hey, hey, ho, ho, long boot times have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, long boot times have got to go. Wow, this thing's annoying. Want to boot already, Manjaro? Where's Mavis? I need that Jeopardy theme. All right, so here we are on the desktop. It did boot for us on our full screen, which is good. So we are choosing to, let's see, the default panel uses a modern style. Would you like to replace this with a more traditional panel instead. So very good to see this system in a platform other than Mint, which is nice. So we're going to go to a traditional menu list instead, which actually looks as though it's going to be, it looks like Linux Mint actually reverts you back to a complete old style of the panel. This one actually just does the changes that I do to make it function like the new one, but keep the like the old one, but keep the newer format. So much nicer. We have a launch at start. We do have a nice application launcher here that does work. We should also have POMAC on here as well. So let's go ahead and boot that up. It's telling us we have a kernel update as well. So we have POMAC. Everything's all set up and ready to go. As far as applications they give us, just a few more little tools and tidbits that came with it. We do have Midori there, so that's good. We actually got a web browser with this one. Woohoo! Most of the other things are fairly similar. So overall, you're going to get a very similar system. The Manjaro theming is way better than we got in just the basic vanilla cinnamon that came with Archlabs. So the installer or the desktop environment here, the theming in Manjaro is a lot better. We have a functioning software center, both POMAC and the Manjaro very simple center. As well, we have the options to choose our layouts, and the theming is just very nice, very consistent with the way the system works. So there we are. We have two basic systems here. We had Archlabs, we had Manjaro. We wanted to work with both of these guys here to kind of see which one's going to be the better installer. So my overall take, having done both of these without reviewing documentation and stuff, I think that they're both very similar installers. The Archlabs is a lot simpler to use. Their individual installer, just highlight it, press the space bar, select it, versus Manjaro, we needed to type in the list, do some other things. There were a few screens that a new user may not know or understand what to do on that screen that Archlabs does a little bit better. Once you finally get through the setup and Manjaro is set up completely and the installation goes, Manjaro, though, does give you a much better final product. So overall, I'd say that if you're looking to jump into Arch and you want a good Arch system, that obviously the first thing is that Manjaro is not going to be pure Arch. Archlabs will be. So Archlabs is probably going to get you there quicker. Manjaro is going to get you a better, finalized, polished OS when you're done with it, but it's going to be a little bit more of a complicated installer. So is there a better or a worse one here? I don't think so. They both have their advantages. They both have their trade-offs. So that's my take on Manjaro versus Archlabs. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right. Let's see here. We got a couple more comments. Where was I at? Somewhere around, let's see, we did that. Okay, there we go. I found it. I found myself. Bacon fat is common ingredient for soap. Yep. First rule is Fight Club is what? I can't tell you because I can't talk about it. When UV LEDs around a sombrero like a force field against Kung Flu. Ooh, that'd be a good idea. I like that idea. Let's do the idea, man. I'm gonna get me a sombrero. I'm gonna fix some LEDs around my tinfoil fedora is what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Cow's good. Search engine. Soap made with bacon grease. Ew. Hey man, don't knock it until you've tried it. It's the soap only a true man can love. There's one part binds to the fat while the other part binds to the water. So yes, fat part is great for soap. Yep. Be a sweet smelling soap. Never mind the fact that you'll have dogs chasing you wherever you go for a walk. Yeah, I've done some rounds without anything. So I actually use primarily bacon fat, but I use a few other things in there because the soap is actually a perfect lather to be used as a shaving cream as well. So I mix in that. I mix in shea butter, castor oil, coconut oil. I think those are the oils I mix in. I think those are all the ones I mix in. Make a little cocktail out of those oils there, and then add in my sodium hydroxide. And if I have some, I'll add some scent spikes. I don't always have scent spikes laying around. I don't really care. I don't care if my soap smells good, just as long as I get clean. Think YouTube is bad about false censorship. Facebook is censoring links in private chats. Wow. Favorite soap is Irish Springs. All right. Copy that password joke from DT. Once he was very dry. You see me type a 2 character, but who says it's DT? It could be anything. Well, mine's definitely not 123. So, you know. Good to see if the slowness is limited to just the first boot. That would be good to see. You know what I can do? I can boot it again. Solus has a very short boot time, 2 seconds. It depends on what you're running it on. Like Solus takes a long time to boot. Anything else on a full install? All right. Tried Plaza, not for you. All right. Okay. Run along boot time gives me time to check mailbox and go to the go get the coffee and fix Mr. Toilet, etc. Yeah, there you go. Of course, there's back in the day, man, when it would take like 25, 30 minutes to boot a computer. Remember those days? Y'all guys on 386s with Windows 3.1. All right, so we got to our login screen. Enter my super secret password that's definitely not 123. Yeah, Manjaro has really good desktop theming. My Archlabs takes over 5 minutes to boot. Like human malware has hit my 2-state area. Uh-oh. Human malware has hit your 2-state area. And I see a bottom panel bar, but it's not fully ready yet. There we are. Now we're booted. So it takes a little bit of time. It does take a little bit of time to boot. I don't really care about boot times all that much. Sometimes it's annoying if it's that long, but also wet shaver from Badger to Blonde form. Yeah, you know, all this talk about, you know, all the disposable stuff. All right, all you guys that are all concerned about the end of the world, you guys had better all be using safety razors. Don't be sitting there shaving with your plastic disposable crap or subscribing to your Dollar Shave Club for Men or whatever it happens to be, where you're throwing out and throwing out and throwing out. Because let me tell you something. I spent $10 for my safety razor that will probably never break. If it does, I can replace it, but chances are it probably won't break because it's a solid piece of steel. All right. I have razor blades, and I spent $5 on 100 razor blades, which are probably projected to last me over 10 years. It took me an entire year to go through 5 blades. All right. And I'm making my own shaving cream inside of this washable screw lid containers. Basically, tiny mason jars is what they are, is what I'm using. Let's get serious if we want to talk about eliminating waste and stop using all this disposable stuff. All right. Arch5 script. I could try out the Arch5 script. That'd be fun. Let me write down to try out the Archfi script in my little black book with my poems in. Archfi script. All right. Okay, new to Linux, what is Archlabs? And which Arch distro is the easiest? All right, so Archlabs is an installer for Arch that allows you to walk through the installation, set up your software, set up your desktop environment. If you wanted like a pure Arch feel, Archlabs and Arcolinux are the two better ones to go with. Manjaro is not pure Arch. It's Arch with a little extra curating to it. So Manjaro is not as pure, but Archlabs though is it's my preferred installer personally. I've been running that for a while. Although Arcolinux does seem to get a pretty good setup when you're done with it. So, all right, excellent luck with the dailies of Ubuntu 20. Yeah, somebody else said they couldn't log in with X either. Were you able to log in with X or just Wayland? Can you install stuff on Mate? Or is it XFCE, I think somebody said they couldn't get it. Driver's license only yesterday. Nothing bad happened. There you go. I've not played with Endeavor OS yet that I can remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Getting old and I have too many videos. This Antergos GNOME. Yeah. Really understand the difference between the old system and the new EFI, other than you can now have multiple bootloaders. Yeah. Wouldn't recommend Archlabs or any net installer until you know a little bit more about what you're doing. That is very true. If you're brand new, I would definitely use something like Arcolinux. Which Arcolinux is it, Sleepy? That has, you just install it and run with it. Is that just the Arcolinux? I think it's just the one that's the Arcolinux. You only have the XFCE on that one, but you can install other desktop environments. All right. State razor and soap. Yep. Multi-purpose tool. Yep. Just don't shave, grow a beard. There you go. That works. You're saving even more than I am. Yeah. See, I'm arriving late again. Yeah, DT, you're arriving so late you missed the toilet paper masks and the auctioning off of the hand sanitizer. DT, you just missed it all, man. You missed it all. Buy those shaving blades. They don't sell them in shops where I live. A few times after shaving those, the Gillette blades are unusable. You should be able to find them. Now, they're way more expensive in the store. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at every grocery store we have. They're in little boxes, like little packs. You usually sell them in like packs of 5, but if you buy them at the store, they're about $5. Go on Amazon. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy 100 of them for like $5. Let me find the ones that I'm using. I'm using the shark blades. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, they're $6.71. Oh, hold on. All right, I just dropped the link in there. So those are the ones that I'm getting. It's a 100 pack. It costs $6.71. Feel bad, haven't been here long yourself. You're like, what is going on in this dumpster fire? That's right. Straight razor work for arms and legs. Honestly, I do not know. About your super secret password, which definitely isn't DT. Hey, my super secret password is definitely not 123. I mean, come on. Get some help telling if my USB is the problem when installing Tails. I mean, you could test that if you have another computer. You can try taking that USB drive and try and boot a different computer on it. You could try that. Is Ocean Audio approaching usability of Audacity? I don't know. I've never seen Ocean Audio. I'm going to write that down. Because I use Audacity all the time. It'd be neat if there's other tools out there. Okay. Let me go ahead and write that down. Ocean Audio. All right. Wrote it down. We'll have a look at it when I can. And 3 variations. I like Shark stainless, but chrome ones you hate. Yeah, I'm using the stainless ones. Yeah, you can sharpen the blades too. I could probably try that, but I don't know. College student have one hand for eating and the other hand for everything else. That's right. So those blades here, but it looks awesome. Yeah, I mean, the thing about those though is that they're it's not really throwaway economy stuff, because those way predate the throwaway economy. Those are the things that they used. In fact, if you watched The Wall from Pink Floyd, that's the type of razor he was using in that movie. That's the type of razor I'm using. Shave your head and face like me. A pair of electric shavers saves a ton of money. Yeah. Don't use what I use to shave your head. That's for sure. All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this guy up here. So I have some things to go do here about 8:30-ish, and so I need to get on to that. And I may or may not have this video up by then. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Once again, this is your reminder. Keep your... I gotta... Hold on. Where's my thing? No! Alright. Everybody, keep yourself very, very safe from the Kung Flu by wearing your toilet paper around like this every time you go out in public. And somebody, I am still auctioning off these hand sanitizers. We're going with $100 now for the full 2 ounces. And we're going to say $20 for this 1 ounce-ish. Maybe. No idea when this is. This one only expired 9 years ago. So we're all set to go, people. This one, it's way older. I just can't tell you how old. So anyway, have a good one, guys, and we will catch you all later. I gotta feed the cat, don't I? Don't go anywhere. I gotta feed the cat. Kitty. If I can find a cat. Oh, we have a cat. Yeah, and Vince apologizes for the toilet paper. Come on. You ready to get fed, kitty cat? Are you ready to get your feeding in? You ready to get your feeding in? Yeah, Vince is a bad influence. All right, buddy. All right, now we're going to wrap it up. So we will catch you guys later.